This year, a federal grand jury indicted the now retired bodyguard of New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell. That indictment accuses Jeffrey Vappie of carrying out a romantic relationship with Mayor Cantrell while on the clock for the NOPD, then lying about it to the FBI. Many of the allegations in the indictment implicate Cantrell as well and mirror what we uncovered in our Outside the Office investigation. Here's a look back. August 2nd, 2022, one of the 22 days listed in the indictment when the U.S. government says NOPD officer Jeffrey Vappie fraudulently collected money from the NOPD while carrying out a relationship with Mayor Cantrell. At 8:03 in the morning, our reporting showed Mayor Cantrell arrived at the city-owned Upper Pentaba apartment with Officer Vappie. Both walked into the door that leads to the city's Upper Pentaba apartment, and for 5 hours and 40 minutes of his workday, Vappie stayed there. Vappie claimed to be on duty from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. that day, but again, for nearly 6 hours of his workday, he was paid to spend time inside the apartment with Mayor Cantrell. A public records request shows between 10 and 6 that day, the mayor didn't make or take one work call on her cell phones, and for those 8 hours only responded to 2 emails.
When you are staying in a taxpayer-owned building and you have employees that are paid by the taxpayers have a right to know what you are doing in that property, and the taxpayers have a right to know what duties you are performing during those hours.
Our investigation started back in 2022 by analyzing 45 days worth of video from a public security camera right outside the entrance to the city-owned apartment. We received the video through a public records request from the French Market Corporation. For the 35 days we spotted Cantrell at the apartment, Officer Vappie was there for 27 of them. Each day, the minimum amount of total time he spent there in one day was 1 hour and 1 minute. All totaled, in 27 days, he was inside for more than 112 hours. That video revealed out of the 4 officers paid to protect the mayor, Vappie was the only one who ever entered her apartment. August 16th of 2022, another date listed in the federal indictment. Vappie claimed to work from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. that day. But we found about an hour before he went on the clock, Vappie arrived at the apartment. 20 minutes before his NOPD shift started, Vappie and the mayor left in workout clothes. More than an hour later, 10 a.m., they returned to the Pentaba and stayed there for more than 4 hours. According to her city calendar, the mayor was scheduled to make welcome remarks at 9:30 a.m. at a Baptist Foreign Mission convention. During that time, she was in the Upper Pentaba with Officer Vappie as well. We confirmed with the convention she didn't make remarks, but sent someone else in her place. The mayor also missed a 1:15 p.m. pop-in meeting with Senator Bill Cassidy's team. At 2:16, there's Officer Vappie leaving the Pentaba, not wearing the workout clothes he arrived in, but instead a suit. 5 hours of his workday spent with the mayor, mostly inside the apartment. At 2:30, the mayor's calendar noted an in-person meeting about the Sewage and Water Board. 7 minutes after that meeting was supposed to start, the mayor left the apartment, dressed for work. According to a response to our records request, the mayor didn't send one email during that time, and the city says she didn't make one work phone call on her cell phones.
Taxpayers are wondering, is business getting done? If business is getting done, are you carrying out your official duties? Are you doing the taxpayers' business? If so, what business is being done?
Tuesday, August 9th of 2022, another day included in the indictment. Vappie arrived at the Upper Pentaba apartment just before 8 a.m. He wasn't listed as her security duty that day, but when the mayor arrived less than an hour later, they both stayed there most of the day. Vappie billed the NOPD for working 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. that day. The mayor had nothing scheduled on her calendar that morning, but did have 5 meetings later in the day. The first at 12:30, a regional planning commission meeting. 20 minutes after that meeting started, Cantrell sent an email saying she wouldn't be making it. She also had a 2 p.m. meeting scheduled with the head of the RTA, Alex Wiggins. At 12:53, she sent her scheduler an email. The subject line, phone disabled. The message asked her to reschedule that RTA meeting.